Alright, so I just got back from watching Killmonger versus King the Conqueror. Wait, that's not right.
Hello there, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and children.
So today I had the absolute pleasure to go see the movie Creed 3. And yes, this is the third installment to the Creed series, starring Michael B. Jordan and Tessa Thompson, as well as a spin off series from the Rocky series back from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, and probably in the future movies too. So, if you're not aware, yes, this is a movie that is actually a directorial debut of Michael B. Jordan, the same Michael B. Jordan who plays the character Adonis Creed. And with this, he actually smashes it being a director, and I will explain why. However, what I will say is, unfortunately, Rocky or Sylvester Stallone isn't in this movie. If you're not familiar, I guess in the second one, they talk about how this is Creed's time to shine, meaning from this point forward, Rocky might not actually be in the films anymore. Now, don't get me wrong, from my understanding, is Sylvester Stallone is actually still making Rocky movies where he's fighting for the rights to Rocky again, but he's having issues with the studio, with themselves. But regardless, though, this, like I said, is Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut for Creed 3. And not only that, but he hits it out of the park. And when I say that, I mean he brings something to the series, of the Creed series, and the Rocky series too, that is completely different. It's a different take on things. Yes, the story may be similar to the ones that we've seen in the Rocky, but it may be a little bit different. However, there is a certain spin that he takes on it. And with that, it comes with the refreshing matter of the film series. Needless to say, there is a fight sequence where the audience is completely gone, and all it is it takes you into the mindset of the boxers, and all you are focused on are the boxers, not the referees, not the audience, but just the two that are in the ring together. So that is a different spin that I haven't seen on any other Rocky or any other Creed films in the past. And that is very refreshing, as well as there are certain elements that Michael B. Jordan actually admitted to bring into this film, and that is some anime that he loves and enjoys, such as Dragon Ball Z, such as One Punch Man, One Piece. A lot of those anime fights can be seen in this film, just with a different spin on it. And it's wonderful. It's great to see something that you love and enjoy and see it brought to a big screen in a way that you've never seen it done before. Tessa Thompson, now, she does an amazing job as the wife. The little girl who plays their daughter in the film does an amazing job as well. And that's the other thing too, is it sets up another film series within the universe going forward. Not saying how, but it does foreshadow future comings. As far as Jonathan Majors, he does a wonderful job at, once again, playing the villain. Yeah, we know him as Kang from the Ant-Man movie, as well as the Loki and the big bad going forward in the MCU, but he does a wonderful job at playing someone who has an emotional attachment to Adonis Creed as a friend from when they're younger, also kind of similar to like a brother as well, to someone who wants to get kind of like a revenge story. Sees Michael B. Jordan or Adonis Creed playing the role that he wanted to be when he was a kid but never got to achieve. So now that jealousy rolls in. Now he feels like he was abandoned by Adonis because he moved forward and he didn't. He was stuck in jail or prison, which, of course, not going to spoil what the movie is about or the elements that brought him to that feeling, but it shows. And he does a wonderful job at playing that because you do fall in love with his character, ironically enough, more so than any of the other villains in the past. And that is wonderful just because of the fact that it brings so much character development, not only to his, but also Adonis Creed, too. Because if you remember in the first two films, it was, yes, about Drago getting revenge for the killing of his father, or the attachment as a father figure that Rocky had on him. This just brings more character development within Adonis Creed and the history going forward. So overall, though, the elements of it was there, the story was there. Now, when it comes to the CGI, you could definitely tell that some of it was CGI, yes, but it doesn't take you out of the picture itself. And going forward, I do look forward to many of the other Creed movies because it's for not just my generation, but it's all the younger generation going forward. Because it does bring that spark into boxing and it does make it enjoyable. And like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed the film. I'm sure that you guys will too. But what is your take on it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Just let us know down below in the comments. Type it all out. may be viewed in one of our social platforms such as Twitter or Instagram as What's Your Take? And make sure that you do follow us on all social platforms. Click the merchandise link down below, and we'll see you next time for the review for Scream 6.